Okay, so I recently did the one thing I always tell you guys not to do, and that is peel off your nail products. I had some builder gel on, and I don't even know why, but I just started peeling it off. And then once I got one nail, I just kind of kept going, and it left my nails really damaged, just peeling, dry, and it's not great. So if you're in a similar situation, hopefully this video will help you guys out. I'm going to show you how to repair and fix your damaged nails right at home. So the main thing here, as you can see, at this point, they're just really weak, they're fragile. So the main thing I want to avoid is damaging them even more. So we're going to be really gentle throughout this whole process, especially with the tools that we're using. So starting off with the cuticles, I know you have a few options here, but I would really recommend going with an orange wood stick instead of a metal tool, just because, again, you don't want something that's going to continue to dig and push into your nail plate. So I'm going to be using the Blue Cross cuticle remover and an orange wood stick to gently remove my cuticles. And this is just going to help the appearance of my nails overall, especially in this state. So it's going to remove my cuticles. I can just push back a little bit on the skin just to get my nail plate, at least the healthy part of my nail plate, to show a little bit more to you. So I start with this just as a good go-to first step. After that, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. And as you can see, it's already starting to look a little better just after that step. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut my nails down. This is optional, but at this point, my nails are pretty flimsy, so I want to get some of that length off and also just even them out so that they look better. And when I do this, I'm basically cutting the nail in little chunks at a time just so it doesn't split down further than I want it to, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to go in with a nail file. So same thing here. You want to pick something gentle. Instead of your regular nail file, I would go with a glass nail file just because it's going to be fine. It's going to be great for weaker nails. Make sure you file in one direction. I'm also going to round out the corners of my nail a little bit just to help avoid more breaking. You can also just go for a natural round shape if you're looking for a more protective shape to grow out your nails. But I do love a square, so I'm trying to keep the square as much as possible. Even this pointer finger, I could tell the corner was about to break, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. So next, same thing, when you're picking a buffing block, instead of going for a medium grit, I am gonna do a very, very fine buffing block. You don't have to do this step, but I do wanna just slowly start to smooth out my nails a little bit, but you have to be careful because if you buff your nails too much, then you're gonna thin it out even more. So I'm just doing a few swipes. That's again why you don't want a buffing block that has grit to it. Again, this is optional, but my nails were so bumpy. I was like, okay, I have to do something just a little bit. The small steps will help. Once you're done with that, you want to put something on your nail to act as a barrier to give your nail a little bit of strength. So I decided to try out OPI's Nail Envy. This is actually my first time ever trying this. I know this is like a OG nail product. So I picked this up from Target. I got the shade Bubble Bath in this, and this is a nail strengthener. Like I said, it doesn't have to be this. I would stay away from, gels, dips, builder gel, things like that, because you don't want to go through, doing the prep and just weakening that nail any more than it needs to be. So ideally, if you could do regular nail polish, clear coat, something like that, that would be, better option. I will say I was not happy with this formula, and usually I'm like, okay, like maybe, I need to shake it more or something. I don't know, but this color, I know my nail is bumpy and I'm also painting with my non-dominant hand, but it was so streaky. I was like, oh gosh, like this, it just did not look good, but I went with it anyway because you just want something on your nail because it's going to give you a little bit more protection, because if you have weaker nails and then you're kind of just, going about your day and stuff like that, they're going to be way more prone to breaking because there's no barrier or anything. So pick something, up to you. I wouldn't recommend this color, but I really love the concept of OPI's Nail Envy. So how it works, you're going to apply 2 coats onto your bare nail, and then every day for 7 days you're going to apply another layer. I think I ended up doing like 5 out of the 7 days, honestly. But with that, after that 7 days, you can take it off and repeat this, or you can put something else on your nails. This, I believe, is day 5, and I just wanted to point out my pointer finger, that same corner, I knew it was going to go. I knew it, and the next day it did break. And I wanted to tell you guys that because this is the reality of, picking off your nails and being left with fragile, damaged nails that are prone to break. So this is your reminder, don't pick it off. Please don't do it. This is 7 days. 1 week later, I'm going to go ahead and remove my nail polish. I'm using the Olive & June nail polish pot. This is the non-acetone one. Again, just trying to be gentle with everything I'm using. Side note, I forgot how convenient these things are. Instead of using a cotton ball and regular nail polish remover, I just I love these. So I definitely need to start using those more in general. But as you can see, after that week, look how much better my nails look, you guys. And that's just after 1 week. So even though I didn't like the formula of that polish, I did like the experience just using OPI's Nail Envy. And then because I did break that pointer finger, I'm going to go ahead and even that one out. And this is where you really just need to do the same nail care routine. So I'm going to do my cuticles again. I didn't really need to file anything else, so I'm just going to do a super light buff again. I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, but having a good nail care routine is key to having nice natural nails. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. I only have, 3 to 4 steps to mine, but just doing this on a weekly basis is going to make a huge difference because ultimately your nails are going to need time to be able to fully repair themselves. Anyways, I ended up going back to Target. I was not kidding. I liked OPI's Nail Envy, but I did not like the color that I picked. So I got the original, no color or anything nail strengthener. And this I would highly recommend doing. If you wanted to do the bubble bath, you still have that option. But this was just better for me to apply and everything. So same thing here. You're going to apply 2 coats and then every day for 7 days, you're going to apply 1 more layer. I love this. This was just, I'm really happy I went back, even though it was like $20. So, not the best, but it's worth it for, what you're trying to do with your nails, in my opinion. But really, I'm just happy with how far my nails have come in just a week's time. And, with this, it is just going to take a little bit longer until they're fully where I'd like them to be. But when it comes to working with your damaged nails, as long as you're gentle, you're caring for them, and you're putting something on them, it's just a matter of leaving them alone. I would also recommend getting some kind of cuticle oil and using that throughout the week, just massaging that around the skin. I wish I could say I do this every day. I would love to get to that point, but just throughout the week when you remember is good too. And here again is another look at just the before and after. That before is so crazy to me. Oh my gosh. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have questions, feel free to leave them down below, and don't pick off your nail products. It's not worth it.